up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight oil. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight oil.
चलो गाइस, थोड़ा टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम आ गई। चालू होगा। प्रॉब्लम आ गई थी अभी। प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है स्ट्रीम का चालू करना, एकदम बंद करना प्रॉब्लम रहती है। एक सेकंड और एक चीज तो रहेगी, रुको आ रहा हूँ। चलो अब तो मैं आई जो फाउंटेन का जो मिशन लास्ट वाला जल्दी से जल्दी खत्म करूँ। अरे जल्दी चालू हो जाएगी। ये कौन दिया गया? What the fuck, मैं हूँ कहाँ? अच्छा इधर हूँ। यहाँ मिशन था मेरा, मिशन इधर नहीं है, मिशन इधर है। थर्ड मिशन में पहुंचो, ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट करने का नहीं। और मिशन हो नहीं पाते हैं, वो जल्दी से करेगा। 2 मिनट की बात है यार, हाल करेगा।
Transfixed. Burn it down! Overruled!
चल
The
निकल यहाँ
hunter
से।
becomes the hunt.
भाई तू हंटिंग करता रह जाएगा। एक बना दे भाई। इस एक का तोहफा दिया। तुझे क्या चाहिए? बना सकता हूँ क्या मैं? क्या ऑटो है? और क्या क्या क्या? ये नहीं चाहिए। तुझे चाहिए अभी दे देता हूँ। अबे ले बन। ये क्या चीज़ है? एक ही बन पाएगी। स्टेमिना का सामान। थोड़ा स्लो चल रहा है अगर हम ये क्या चीज़ है भाई? बिल्कुल न्यू चीज़ है। आज ये 3-21 ये वार में गया सामान सारा। और क्या क्या बन जाएगा? देनी चाहिए। घटिया चीज ज्यादा देते हैं ये लोग। ये तो ऑटो आ गया। ठीक है जी। एक ही बना सकता हूँ। ये नहीं बना सकता मैं। ये क्या चीज़ है? नहीं एक ही बना पाऊँ। कौन सा पेन? ये नई डिश है। स्टोरी। हेलो सैनो। हेलो ब्रो सैनो, क्या हालचाल? वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम ब्रो सैनो? भाई जोरो नाम भी लग रहा था तुम्हारा भाई, जोरो जैसा। पर कैसे भाग रहा, पकड़ा, पकड़ लिया। ये तो हो गया मेरा मिशन कंप्लीट। थर्ड वाले पे चलते हैं, कहाँ पे है ये रहा। मैप में कहाँ पे है, बगल में है, चलो चलो बढ़िया, दूर नहीं है ज़्यादा। हाल तो अबे नहीं, ये कहाँ गिर गई तो कहाँ से कहाँ गिर गया मैं, लग और गई।
Laid bare. Light it up! Light of the blazing sun! Everlasting as the moon!
विच स्टेट ब्रो, कौन सी स्टेट से हो भाई? सर्कल बना के रखा, किसको संबंध कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? हाथ में आके बैठूंगा इनसे। अब कहाँ पे है? अब इधर है, अंडरग्राउंड है यार। वेस्ट बंगाल भाई, सही है भाई। कौन है पे, कैसे मारा? रुक जा, भागो यहाँ से। पहले तेरा फिर मारा, पीछे ही पड़ गया। इसको फोड़ू कैसे भी, कैसे फोड़ते हैं ये सारे? एक तो मिसाल जैसे मार रहा। कूदता भी है कि नहीं? डिस्ट्रॉय ऑल कैसे करते हैं? डिस्ट्रॉय होते तो अभी तो नहीं रहा साला डिस्ट्रॉय। तो कहीं से और लेके आना पड़ेगा मुझे। अब भाई मैं तो इधर से आऊँ, प्रदेश यूपी, क्लोज बाय दिल्ली। दिल्ली का तो बहुत अबे कैसे बोल रहे, क्या समझ में नहीं आ रहा। ऑप्शन इधर, एक तो ये साल मेरे हाथ खत्म कर देंगे सारे। पहले दूर जाओ, कोई ऑप्शन भी नहीं दिया इन लोगों ने। ये बोला ना मैंने। ओके, करके देखता हूँ। आगे नाइस ब्रो भाई, थैंक यू बताने के लिए। भाई बताने के लिए थैंक यू भाई। तेरा बताओ पहले, नहीं थोड़ा दूर होके मारेगा। कब फूटेगा? आप कैसे नहीं फूटेगा? फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने फोड़ा भाई ये, ऐसे हर बार नहीं फूटता मुझसे। सर फोड़ ही दिया यहाँ तो कुछ है नीचे। जी ये तो है मुझ में बहुत सारा है। ये तो मैंने गलत बोलती है, बाद में ये बात में करेंगे, भी नहीं कर रहे। चौथा हमारा उस तरफ है मिशन। 1700 मीटर दूर है भाई। 17 कहाँ पे है? तो बहुत दूर है यार, यहाँ से जाना पड़ेगा मुझे। बताने के लिए भाई उस बात का थैंक यू। एक सेकंड, यहाँ पे कुछ तो है जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ। मुझे लगा यहाँ पे होगा सामान। ये लगा होगा, ये लगा। कोई नहीं, ये तो कोई टेंशन नहीं। मिशन की तरफ चलता हूँ। बोल दो इसको भाई, मैं तो कुछ कह भी नहीं रहा था तुझसे भाई, अपने आप ही जग गया। की साइड है, 200 मीटर है, पहुंच जाएंगे।
Full throttle!
जल्दी पहुंच सके पहुंच जाएंगे। और ब्रो तुम भी खेलते हो? कौन से कैरेक्टर हैं तुम्हारे पास इसमें गेंशिन में?
Try and stop me!
तो मुझे नहीं करना ये वाला मिशन। वो भाई क्या कर रहा है, जबरदस्ती बुला रहा है।
Pay your dues.
कोई ना
Give my distress! Thunderclap! Pyroclastic surge! Rev the end! This is where you fall. Transcript is smearing its end. I have
क्या ऐसे कैसे मार देगी? कुछ मिला नहीं यार, मुझे लगा कुछ मिलेगा। चलो भाई, ये तो हो गया कंप्लीट। अब मेन मिशन की तरफ चलते हैं जो मेरा कल रह गया था। मैं क्या गया? अरे जाइए ना, अभी कहाँ गया? ओहो भाई, बेहतर मस्त है भाई तुम्हारे पास। मेरे पास कितने 5 कैरेक्टर हैं, 5 या 6 कैरेक्टर हैं 5 लेवल के। अभी खेलना चालू करा है मैंने गेंशिन पर। यार ब्रो तो मैं बोल रहा था पहले, और क्या बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे पे 5 कैरेक्टर हैं। देखो दिखाता हूँ, देखो 2 ही मेरे पे। देखो अभी तक खेलना शुरू करा है मैंने, अपने 4 महीने पहले चालू करा है। 4 महीने पहले खेलने चालू करा है मैंने, और मेरे पे ज़्यादा कैरेक्टर नहीं है। और मेरे पे 2 वो हैं बस, वेपन ओनली 5 लेवल के। और कैरेक्टर कहाँ से आते हैं? हाँ वो वहाँ से आते हैं, 1 सेकंड के बाद। वो कौन से ये तो मेरे कैरेक्टर गलत आ गए। ये तो अचीवमेंट दिखाता है। मेरे पे अजय है, लिनियन, मैव्यूका, ये नई वाली कैरेक्टर आई है मिजुकी। डेट भी डाल रखी है क्या? 2/12/2024 पता नहीं क्या, ज्वाइन पार्टी होके। लिनियन भी है, मैव्यूका है, ये छोटी बच्ची है, लड़का भी है जो मैं ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं करता। जे भी है ज़्यादातर 4 स्टार है, फिर 5 स्टार थोड़े बहुत ही है। फिर क्या है? अच्छा डिटेल ले सकता, ओके। अभी 3 महीने पहले खेलना चालू करा है मैंने बस ये गेम। क्या होते पार्टी देखो मैं भी का आल रखी ना अपना मेन कैरेक्टर तो है ये हम पे निंग मांगे ये मोना है 5 स्टार ये देखो वो मैंने आर्टिफैक्ट्स फार्म नहीं करे इसलिए नहीं इसलिए कम दे रहे हैं मेरे आर्टिफैक्ट जब फार्म करने लग जाएंगे ना तो डैमेज अच्छा देंगे जैसे कि ये दिखाता हूँ मैं तुम्हें जैसे कि मेरे पे देखो आलकीनो है हमारा मैव्यू का है ये है ये है ये है 1 2 3 4 5 वैसे मेरे को मिले 5 कैरेक्टर हैं जो उसमें स्पिन में निकाले मैंने विश में जे 5 और जे सब तक मिले ही हैं विश में जे मैंने खुद ही पूरा 90 तक पहुँचा दिया बाद बाकी सब मिल चुके हैं अभी तो मैंने ऐसी बनाई है बस मेरी मेन पार्टी तो यही है ये चला के रखा हूँ अभी मैंने खुद विश करा था इसके लिए इस पर मैं कम से कम 7,000 वो भी यूज़ कर चुका हूँ क्या बोलते हैं पुरीना के लिए मैंने 7,000 वो खर्च कर चुका हूँ जी प्रीमो जेम्स पर मिली ही नहीं है अभी तक मुझे अच्छा जी भी कर सकते हैं चलो मैं ट्राई करके करूँगा करके देख सकता हूँ कल मैं यहीं पे छोड़ के चला गया था गेम यहीं पे मैंने छोड़ा था कल गेम काफी पीछे से दिया है मुझे वो गेम
You.
मैंने बहुत
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too. The heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
It's all because of that pernicious
देखो ब्रो मुझे
prophecy.
तो सही बताऊं
Dreadful, wasn't it?
कितने यहाँ का बहुत वेट है जो
Everyone
आने वाला
doomed to
जो
dissolve.
मेन सिटी है
Fontaine condemned to
तो
be
उसका बहुत
flooded.
वेट है
One was not amused. In fact, one was
कम से कम
positively
1 से 1.5 वीक में
bemused
पहुंच जाऊंगा
when that problem was
Deadline में।
thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor.
और कोई
That's
भी
the
गेम देखते
former
हो क्या ब्रो
Hydra Archon Egeria for the uninitiated.
गंशन
It
के
hardly
अलावा
gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the 7, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back
4
now,
महीने टोटल में
it
4
was
महीने
hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the... But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose...
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, To be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as the me you see before you now is that divinity. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress under the curse I placed on her. So long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the... I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure.
It
must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all.
आगे बढ़ते हैं वही बातें वेलकम टू भगवती ये ठीक है चल आगे बढ़ते हैं आइटम से चलो भाई वही बात चलो और शी डूइंग अरे यहाँ पे मैंने करा था इससे आगे मैंने करा था चल अभी मार पिटाई करनी है आगे तेरी कर दूँ मार पिटाई पहले इससे बात करो जाके बिना से बात करो पहले
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Okay. I have to find a way. तो मुझे मालूम है कौन सा फाइंड करेगा लाइट वन करेगा स्पॉट लाइट वन करेगा
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
It's waste my time. Lightning flash! Rise with us! It's nothing. Submit!
मेन लैड बाद में मत करना, पहले करनी मत करना।
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know.
नहीं कर रही वो।
Guards! Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Plastic surge! Incinerate! Full throttle! Transfixed! Bellowing thunder! Don't waste my time.
बड़ा बेटा। मेन खिलाड़ी बचा है, बस कोई मार के निकल। हो गया क्या यहीं से? के भेजेंगे अभी लोग। ये क्या मिला है? अरे जी मैंने देखा है। Before a mirror for it. Okay. अरे तेज चले बस रीना थोड़ा तेज चल रही है।
Farina. Farina.
रीना
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me?
यही ना पता कौन
Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid.
I'm before you.
I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
अरे बात कर रही है।
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad.
किसी ने पावर दिया तो
Let's
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
the prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy?
oh wait I know
Wait. I know. I
my heart
think the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
Oh,
very
good.
know it well.
You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared.
कोई नहीं
There
आप
is no escaping it.
डाल दो।
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but
Oh, so there's still hope after all. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind, but if the prophecy will come true, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side
and my
and
pain
my pain on the other,
is
is it not obvious where the scales should be?
the perfect human.
you truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play
Okay.
as a god?
Yes.
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then.
But how will I do this?
Human.
A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need
बात
to
करो।
play the role of a god as humans
ये बात मैं कर
imagine them
लेना
to be.
पहले
Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already
Hey.
know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but so how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, but I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and
Trial. Huh. How exciting.
सेकंड दिन रुक जा मैं आ रहा हूँ सेकंड दिन चले 1 सेकंड आया ये वाली तो मैंने पीछे जाकर भी करी थी बहुत तेज भागना पड़ता है इसके लिए कितने आगे 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 फिर आ गया फिर मालूम है इस पर चढ़ना है चल जानती तो वैसे भी स्लो चल रही है बहुत अरे थोड़ा तेज चल ले महारानी
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of... Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions, this should do it. I thought I might stammer, but...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Mirmi said that I just need
Lady
to
role
play
god
the
of
role
human.
of a god as
Imagine
humans
them.
imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak
कहाँ
and
भेजा
act?
कहाँ भेजा
Assertive, with a strong... Oh, very good, my people. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials along. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. You
ठीक है ना
keep faith in your... The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its
dialogue मारती है
God.
लड़की।
May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our... No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they... No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese. So long as I stand before the...
थर्ड सीन आएगा क्या अरे ले भाई इसका थर्ड सीन चल रहा है बिना का तो चलिए कैसे चल रही है लड़की
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as a summary of the follow-up.
Okay.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so
Person
impertinent,
boy.
what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial.
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
जल्दी मिशन करो उसके खत्म करो
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable All right. Deoteria, is
किससे बातें
it?
कर रही तू
You remembered. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of... You're such a gentle and wise god.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see all manner of signs indicate that the
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Is that so? Well, no wonder.
बेड पे आ गई सोना चाह रही है क्या ये पूना?
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
और सेम कहानी चलती रही है बहुत टाइम तक.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've
बहुत बोलती है, मैंने देखा तो है जो बात.
Lady
फालतू बहुत
Farina,
बोलती है. और जब कोई बड़ा कैरेक्टर आ जाता है इसकी पड़ जाती है.
so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Okay.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring.
ले भाई.
I don't think I let anything slip today.
अगर ये
I
आप
must
रह रहा
show the people that
शुरू में
there is
इसने
nothing to worry
काम तो
about.
ज्वाइन कर लिया, अब इस पर
I
होती है.
just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted.
तो मैं रात के कर लो. 4 5 ये कर्फ्यू ने आ गई क्या? इसका समझ में नहीं आ रहा, करूँ तो करूँ क्या? अब बोर हो रही है इस काम से.
Lady Farina, it's like I've heard that the first member of our...
And what a fun...
Surely you
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
क्यों कराए खाने भाई?
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, our god.
क्या?
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much.
क्या हो गया?
Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago.
सामान ना
To
छेड़ो, कह
tell
देना.
someone. I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. All I can do is keep heart.
फरीना, ओपेरा हाउस फ्रीना चाहिए मुझे भी यार। कब मिलेगी मेरे को फ्रीना? इतनी स्पिन कर दी मैं तो थक गया भाई मैं तो।
Farina, although I don't know what you might be keeping from
ये तो माँ की
everyone.
लग रही है वो तो।
Share my burden. That's impossible.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, just share it with me.
A witness. And if Tevat is in its entirety,
मैं थक गया भाई इसकी बात सुन के। चल हो गया।
he's right. I could, but if things don't play out as expected, the
नहीं लगा।
people of Fontaine will be the ones to
नहीं
pay
लगा
the
क्या?
price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Farina, is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? If you let this opportunity slip, think about it. Long and hard.
ओके नहीं आता भाई। टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम आजकल बहुत हो रही है।
No, I have nothing to say. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
बस सेम मिशन को करने में टाइम लग गया।
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principle, she did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth. How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine.
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Linny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down my work, but really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated.
It was all part of your plan then?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established.
So the Oratrice's call for death was the destruction of that divine throne.
Returning what's rightfully yours. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
इसके भाई बहन है क्या ये दोनों एक दूसरे के?
Hydro Dragon.
Don't cry.
Don't cry.
ये
I
dragon
must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. At this point, whether it be myself or all other Fontaine Udex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Udex, at last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. You are a devious one, Fussalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Enter. अब क्या होगा आगे? Fight होगी या कुछ होगा?
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
डांस कर रही है हैं? लॉन्डे ने बचा लिया, लिख के ले लो। मुझे क्या लग रहा है? ले पावर दे ही दी उसे आकर में, पर उसने अपना सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया। कौन सी लैंग्वेज थी ऊपर वाली, टॉप वाली?
I, Udex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
आईओपी करते हैं।
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I
भाई
have a
तुम्हारे
feeling that
कोई
something
पीना है
huge just
नकीले को।
happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, traveler.
चल
The hour of execution has come.
आजा चल।
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
I've already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the way. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon. We shall look for an opening together.
क्या कर रहा है?
I can feel the sorrow turning into hostility.
Give up.
Burn it down!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. A chance will present itself.
मैं सामने आके फाइट कर ले, इतना दूर तक कर रहा था।
Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea. I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Lightning slash! Transfixed!
Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Burn it down!
Your life is mine.
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate!
है पावर फाइट करता फिर भी आ गए नीचे। छड़ी लेके आया क्या? मुझे ऐसा लगा। हाँ छड़ी है। अभी फाइट करेगा लेके ले दूध है ये कहाँ चला गया ओए होए 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 आजा तू आजा हो क्यूटी इन द हाउस
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me.
Who
I
are
didn't
you?
think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Who are you यार कौन है यार तू
That power. Who are you exactly?
वही तो कह रहा हूँ मैं Who are you
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
Watch
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that...
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sir Taloji.
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
What?
Still nothing?
नहीं.
Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhine-Daughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine-Daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's helping...
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Hyman didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
लग तो कर रही कि मैं ऐसा लग रहा मुझे नेट जा नहीं रहा क्या प्रॉपर
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne.
ए पानी भर दिया इसने पूरे में ए डुबा के मारे ही सबको
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
है ही नहीं दे देना
Initiate emergency rescue!
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Look! The water's receding!
नीचे जा रहा भाई नीचे
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
The soil renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently
Navia.
visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. Skyship Winglet, boon or bane of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, the value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true...
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there...
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times?
Oh, this time...
चल भाई नया मिशन कंप्लीट ओके 5 लेवल का जितना यहाँ पे जाना है क्या अंदर है Balaao. पाले की बैच स्कोर है पता कितने साल से चल रहा है 50 साल हो गए उससे भी ज्यादा ये फुतुई का यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है
Navia! Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here.
Let me introduce you.
This is Mr. Garun Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of... But if you don't...
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks!
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go.
Huh? You're here too, Clarence?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Yeah.
The Spina has need of more decision makers.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo...
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
कितने फोटो लेगी?
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
चल.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news. And also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too.
That's a very complete...
In truth, Monsieur Neuvillette, I told him that it...
You're right.
Stay safe now. And...
यहाँ पे रहोगे तो टाइम वेस्ट होगा वहाँ पे चलना.
You seem curious about the fortress.
Of course. That Risley. I still remember going down to the fortress to grill him for information on my father's case.
Why?
Boy, did he take me for a ride. Without telling me anything, of course.
But he did invite you to tea, didn't he?
2 large pots of it, in fact. It was good tea, though.
I have to agree. The tea there is very good.
Speaking of that, would you like to have...
Well, I'd be...
Wow.
Good.
What flavor of biscuits would you like, Mr. Snezhevich?
Okay.
Me? I'm fine with anything. But I would prefer chocolate, should you have it.
All right. Leave it to me.
I'll go over the newly arrived supplies with you later, Mr. Snezhevich. We should be able to finish the preparatory work today.
That works great for me.
Huh. Is it just me, or did you get a new lipstick?
I did. It was a gift from Sijuin. Want to give it a try? I think the color would suit you too.
वाह, यहाँ पे क्या बातें हो रही हैं फालतू की? दिमाग खराब हो गया इनके बातें से. तो अच्छे से करता हूँ. कुल भी नहीं है. Peट से सामान दे यार. मैंने मिशन कंप्लीट करा ना इसका. 30 पहुंच गए. 9 है मेरे पास, ये कितनी दूर? करीबी हो तो ऐसी हो। हो जाएगा। भाई कुछ नहीं देते यार, ये तो बहुत गंदे हैं यार। नहीं चाहिए ये, काम ही बताओ। तो अगर एक्टा पकड़ा दी। ठीक है, गुस्सा आ रही है मुझे। कुछ नहीं देते ये लोग, कमीने ज्यादा। नाली के गाली दे दूंगा भयंकर वाली, बता। कुछ नहीं भी नहीं। फंस गए इसके हीर पानी में। गई। बार का बदला निकालते हो क्या अभी तक? कुछ नहीं तो इसके अंदर नहीं जाना था। अब नहीं जाना उसके अंदर। आ जान दो मैं, चलेगी मीठी हो कम मीठी हो चलेगी। कम मीठी चलती है, ज़्यादा मीठी नहीं चलती है। कहाँ लेके जा रहे हैं जी? ये मैं समझ रहा हूँ कौन है। हाँ जी, आवाज़ ले रहे थे। किधर की साइड जाऊँगा अब? उधर ज़्यादा आइटम मिलेगा, जाते हैं। तो भाई घर की हैं, उधर पहुँच गया खाते। कैसे भाग रहे हैं दोनों बच्चे? तो उसके लिए हुई ना। तो कह रहा मिल जाएगा। कहाँ तक लेके जाएगा ये ऊपर? अमूल वाली नहीं आया वो देने, क्या बोला था वो? क्या चीज की बोल रहा था? ऊपर में चल गए। वो मैं 3 पे चलाया। क्या है उसमें भी? क्या मुझे नहीं मालूम, जितना लगाया उससे बात करो। चल रहा शांति से चलन तो। हेलो कभी भी जाओ। क्या क्या सब बना दो, तुम बना दो जो बना। तो आप क्या बना रही हैं? कौन सी कौन सी कौन सी कौन सी चाय दाल?
From the sky! Incinerate! Try and stop me! Overruled! Yeah!
A keen eye.
Rev the engines!
अब कहाँ जाना? अरे घर भेज दिया भाई, इतनी दूर। टेलीपोर्ट करने का कोई जगह है ना है? पहुंच गए।
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Okay.
Duke, did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
पीछे आगे फोटो वो पेपर में छापूंगा इन लोगों की फोटो इन लोगों ने फ्रॉड करा तो उन्होंने
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte,
दोनों का फोटो छपाएंगे
do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowel.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween, over this...
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, I got a tad too...
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions to...
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two. I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
चाय पी रहा हूँ।
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
ये डॉक्स 2000 किलोमीटर तो भला इतनी दूर मैं तो ऐसे जाऊंगा बेटा हमें पे रोक हमारे अंदर है दम हम दम इससे जा ही नहीं सकते ये तो पड़ी हुई है कहाँ भेज रही है मुझे बोट लेके बुलाया था तो ये कौन है क्वींसी
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by...
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I...
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pick.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step.
Lynette, could you come over?
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had... Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help.
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. After Lady Farina left,
A diplomatic gift!
Yes, I was... It could have been done as an... Furthermore, Father...
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about.
I would agree, but I've also heard that...
So there's some...
I suspect you'll have...
But back to the...
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides.
काय बात का डरती है फट जाती है इतनी फटी पैंट
Father.
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
To move things about?
हाँ.
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
On.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
कहाँ जाना है? क्या नौटंक की है? पहले तो पास आते हैं, दूर जाते हैं, पास आते हैं. यही रखते हैं ना. रुक जा आराम से. भगवान से पहले एक तरफ लगा दे, इस तरफ. लाइट बंद कर दियो. लाइट बंद कर पहले. सही है ना? रखता है. कंधों में बहुत अच्छे हैं मेरे. जी वाले जी.
Try and stop me.
चलो अभी आगे जाते.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there! So, you really are here, Neverlette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Lee. In any case, you came at a good time.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still...
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time.
ठीक है चल.
Whoa. So that's what Fusselor destroyed the but Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did.
For me, the authority... Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the but so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Fusselor must have counted on you to make that... Yeah! And in a manner of speaking, Fusselor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I have no question.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had 10 gen. As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalors deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off.
Guess Focalors had Fontanians in mind the whole time.
अरे हाँ.
It was thanks to her that they finally
5
became
मिनट भी नहीं
real
हुए.
humans. Hang on a second. Paimon certainly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanian...
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine...
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no... Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalors' words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role...
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalors passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration...
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought up...
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command of...
Wow. This ancient dragon's...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro as such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
हाँ अब देख रुक जा एक मिनट एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था इससे नहीं ऐसा मत करो भाई about the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Okay.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring
बात
of
छोड़ के
war.
एकदम चल देगा कहीं भी यार यार
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Nathlon. In the meantime, ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I can finally catch the scent of your power. What it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance, I believe it may...
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her Gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing...
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the...
Next time, you believe we will...
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger...
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove you...
The remains of... So that's what...
All the same, assuming that there was...
And she said that...
If she speaks the... I guess that you might already be familiar with it. That means that the no... I wonder. Does your body also possess...
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision! That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels... creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human.
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if life flows like water, and rain, and what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us.
तुम्हारी क्लास की थी और तुम्हारे पेपर का भी और है पेपर। हाँ, सबके स्कूल के अलग अलग होते हैं। नया मिशन क्या है भाई? सही है। यहाँ पर कहीं पे तो कब आ जाएगी? यार आवाज आएगी। आवाज आ रही है यार, पर नहीं रही बहुत। देख रहा बेटा, ये देख तलवार देख, मेरे पूरे शरीर की तलवार है, देख रहा? पूरे वो सिर से भी बड़ी, मेरे पूरे शरीर से बड़ी तलवार है इसकी। वो बहुत वजन होती है। काट देता है। उधर कुछ है, सामने को दिख रहा है, मैं गया नहीं था उधर। ऊपर कुछ है, ऊपर है नहीं वैसे कुछ। माला माला, अबे तेरी भैंस के यहाँ आ गया अभी देख। कहाँ जाना है? दिख ही नहीं रहे उसकी प्लेट है ही नहीं ऊपर जाने की। ऊपर जाने की प्लेट है, जैसे ये वाइट वाइट प्लेट है ब्लू कलर की, दिख ही नहीं रही कोई। अगर वहाँ जाना है तो ले चुका मैं, उधर बता रहा है, इधर इधर कहीं ये रही सास के। मैं पूरे में दुनिया में दूँगा। किसको? बालक है, बालक है यार, इसको मारेंगे हम। वो स्लाइम होता है।
This is where you fall. Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Lightning flash! Laid bare.
जो घुटनों में आ गया। बहुत है। बोला अभी, बोला बोला।
An impressive bounty.
सब मिलता है। और क्या? 40 लाख रुपया है इस पे। और क्या क्या पड़ा हुआ है मेरे पे? नहीं इधर तो जाना। हाँ किधर जाना देखते हैं मैप में। इधर देखो रुको, मैं इधर यहाँ पे मैंने वो देखा था, यहीं पे मैंने मिशन देखा था यार। कहाँ गया? हवाई जहाज नहीं है वो, हवाई वो पानी वाला है, पानी के अंदर होता है वो। भी दिखा रहे हैं जाके। रुक गया, सामान है वहाँ पे, दिख गया मुझे। सामान दिख गया मुझे। वो रहा ऊपर। रुको है इधर है, इधर देखो ना, देखते रहो, मैं जा रहा हूँ ऊपर। उसके पीछे जाएंगे, वो दिखाएगा रास्ता भी। चल नहीं पीता वो लेके जाएगा, रास्ता दिखाता है वो। हाँ पानी पिएगा तो पूछ लिएगा। चलो पानी पीना है? अरे क्या गोल घुमा रहा है, पिच को जाती थोड़ा। अबे चेहरा दुनिया वाला घुमा दिया, बगल में इसका।
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
यहाँ पे फालतू में नहीं घूमना है, यहाँ तुम्हारा काम का सामान हो सिर्फ। हाँ दिख गया दिख गया, ऊपर से मारूंगा ना जाके। हाँ बड़ा है।
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
बर्फ मारा सारा। चलो तरपाटी करती हूँ, बहुत तेज बर्फ बनाती है मुझे।
Submit!
Halloween thunder!
ना माने।
Burn it down! Try and stop me! Wrath from the sky!
एक भी मरेगा। बर्फ बना रहा है बहुत ज़्यादा हैवी है।
Light of the blazing sun! Light it up! Transfix! Your life is mine!
Thunderclap!
Wrath from the sky!
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
कुछ नहीं दे। इधर जाना है, बारिश है, बारिश हो रही है। पार्टी चेंज कर सकता हूँ। यहाँ पे कुछ मिशन करना होगा, मैं उसके लिए जा रहा हूँ। डिब्बे मिलेंगे। पेड़ को जा दियो पीछे की तरफ। वो नहीं है मेरे पास अभी। रुक जा। यार ने फोड़ दिया, फोड़ दिया, तीनों फोड़ दिया। हैं? नहीं वो नहीं देखा। सही है। मुझे ही पीटे neko नीचे हाथ कर neko नीचे हाँ नहीं neko ऊपर हाँ ऊपर थोड़ा हाँ नहीं भाई आओ बैठा ऊपर ओए यार अब बिना बताया आ गया बढ़िया
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
सारा भी फाइट नहीं करनी डब्बा मिल गया ना मुझे डब्बा मिल गया मुझे रुको रुको पंख है ना उसके पास उड़ने वाले पैर पानी में जाके गए नीचे क्या कर रहा है भाई आ रहा हूँ तो मुझे
Overruled. I hear the children singing.
It's nothing. Take this. Rise with the sun.
हाँ बता रहे हैं
Pyroclastic surge.
Dada Kundala. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
वहाँ नहीं जाना हेल्थ बढ़ा के आते हैं अपनी पहले गेट बंद कर दे आवाज जाएगी ना गेट बंद कर दे वो वाला भी बंद कर दियो मुझे मिशन मिला क्या नया वाला ओए तुझे बुला रही हैं बैड टाइम स्टोरी you arrive at the adventure guild in Simure. Kathleen seems to have to bury. Okay, ये कर लेंगे बाद में होगा नहीं इसमें नहीं है तो बाद में आएंगे अभी ये दूसरा गेम है ये 100 GB का गेम है 100 GB बहुत होते हैं ये 100 GB का गेम है नहीं ये 100 GB का गेम है हाँ बहुत महंगा गेम है ये पीछे जाना कहीं पे बहुत महंगा सामान मिला नहीं भैया चलाएंगे धीरे भाई बता अबे
Transfixed.
मेरा काम है बात करते हैं इससे बात करके देखते हैं क्या बोलते हैं बुला रही हैं क्या देखियो मुझे क्यों ला रहा है बात कर ले भैया बहन कहाँ है तुम्हारी अरे बहन
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Lightning flash!
Wealth. Why settle for less than more?
later. Come see me.
Laid bare. This is where you fall. Overruled. Give up. Submit. Wrath from the skies! Did I scare you? Incinerate! Don't waste my time. How inconsiderate.
Take this! Bellowing thunder!
Laid bare. It's nothing.
Did I
Blood repays blood.
Your life is mine. Having fun?
Pyroclastic surge!
Enjoy. I can still... Let me try.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected? Hip.
Hey, not a bad haul. the end of our legacy.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Have a load of this.
Careful. Some Saurians like to hide in chests like this. Probably an introvert thing.
You are not welcome here.
Everlasting as the moon! Give up!
Thunderclap!
Care for a dance? Don't waste my time.
Is this the end of Genshin?
Witness my rise! Transfix!
Lightning flash!
Dance with me!
The show's only just begun.
Think fast! Overruled! Light it up!
Not done yet. The curtain falls.
An impressive bounty.
Lightning flash!
Full throttle!
This kind of weather is more enjoyably spent under the cover of shade.
Burn it down! Light up the blazing sun! Incinerate!
Take this!
Give up!
A keen eye.
Pyroclastic surge!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected? Fear not. What's a little thunder when even lightning wouldn't dare strike our path?
Rise with the sun!
You can't run!
Purging?
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Wrath from the skies!
I miscalculated.
Burn it down!
Fool, be gone! Out of my sight! This is Your Majesty's gift!
Transfixed! This is where we fall.
Your images disperse like water. Winter shall eventually come.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected? Overruled.
Over here!
pitiful. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.